Hello everybody, it's that Spooky Ben, and on this episode we're going to be discussing the beach trip, a Halloween store, a costume store that sold some great Halloween costumes, some pretty high grade ones. We're going to talk about this NECA Terrifier figure and this popcorn bucket, this Burger King Halloween bucket, and the drink today, because I haven't done this in a while, is a past Blue Ribbon Godzilla drink. I love the Big G, grew up watching the Big G, and now I get to have his sanctioned beer. But anyway, so without further ado, let's dive in. So, first off, me and Rebecca, my girlfriend, we went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and they have this costume store that also has a huge Halloween section, or horror Halloween based costumes, props, and the like. And it was pretty interesting. This was a little bit above, or more above, the merchandise that you could get at, like say, Spirit or Halloween Express. Some of the costumes, or a lot of the costumes, was $100 to $300. They even had $700 ones, you know, all the way up past $1,000. You know, every character you could think of. Art the Clown, of course, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, but you also had more original kind of stereotyped characters, such as, you know, your evil clowns, which, you know, I'm always a big fan of evil, scary clowns. And even like Christmas horror themed. And they also had like a Christmas section, the other side of the store. So if you want to dress as a wholesome Santa or a horror Santa, they had you covered. And they had so many props, from like axes to knives to the like, whatever you could see in a slasher film or wanted. They had makeup effects. They had a lot of that too. You know, just a great store, you know, to go with. And it's year round, so you can get this stuff year round. I didn't purchase anything. We was on our way back. There was, like I said, it's a little bit more expensive than Halloween Express or Spirit, but it is definitely worth your stop. The address is in the video. Stop by and look. They also had like boots you could get, like gothic style boots. They had they had like everything kind of sectioned. So if you wanted like witches or wizards, they had that room for that. If you wanted the clowns, they had a section for that. Like I said, the Killer Santa holiday stuff, they had a area for that. So it was very well organized. And of course you had your regular costumes for your kids, or, you know, sexy costumes, you know, for you and your partner or whatever. But it was a really interesting and fun store. Spent some time there. Definitely would go back, perhaps, you know, to purchase something. There was a few things that I found that I would like to have got but didn't at this time, but I plan on it. But yeah, definitely worth a stop, and especially being year round. Really friendly staff, really helpful. If there was something you wanted for a theater production or a, you know, film, they definitely had it. Or for YouTube or whatever platform that you you know, show your stuff at, they definitely had something for you. So, segue into the next one. So while I was at work, I went to, like, after I got off, I went to a local Burger King in the town I was in, and Burger King had a Halloween bucket, you know, kind of like McDonald's. And it was only like, you had to purchase a meal. So I just got like a dollar burger or whatever. But anyway, Whopper Jr. Anyway, this ain't a food review. Got this little popcorn bucket. I keep saying popcorn bucket. I've got that on my mind. I went to see the Predator Badlands movie, and was thinking about getting the popcorn bucket there and didn't, the helmet version. But anyway, that being said, this bucket right here, you know, It's a little trick-or-treat bucket. It has some like kind of the old school style drive-in characters that you would see, the hot dog or the soda or, you know, whatever, that kind of art style, you know, that would be in between films or whatever for a break, to get you to go to the snack section. These are the kind of art style that these characters are. French fries, chicken fry thing, you know, a chicken nugget or a hamburger. You know, it's got all their food stuff here, of course, to promote. It's really lightweight. It's somewhat sturdy, you know, pretty thick. The graphics are pretty good. I probably wouldn't leave it out. I could see the sun just murdering this bucket. So probably keep it, you know, where the sun wouldn't get to it too much. Like I said, it's got a little handle there. So if you're a collector, Halloween's over. You know, let's just face it. Halloween of 2025 is over. I didn't film an episode. I had started, I'm going to say this, I had an episode that I was working on, which became this episode. But that episode, actually, I don't know what happened to it, excuse me, but it did not stay on my editor. I don't know what happened, but anyway, so I had to redo it, which is this. And so Halloween is long since over, for about a week and a half or whatever. But anyway, this is what I got at Burger King. Now, I didn't go and get a McDonald's Halloween trick-or-treat bucket. I wanted to, but I just didn't get to it. As we all know, I'm like the world's worst procrastinator. And but I'm glad I picked up this little bucket. I think it's like $1 or $2, something like that. But yeah, like I like it. Be a little collector thing. Interested if they do it next year. And I've noticed that theme this year, just like the Frankenstein monster art style up here. That, you know, the episode I talked about Target having like old school style 70s, 80s art style decorations. Again, with the Burger King bucket, it looks like they're going for that retro look too. And I love it. I love anything retro. So, moving on. Art the Clown is fast becoming, and it already is, a powerhouse in modern horror. Gory, you've got the blood, you've got the gore, you've got, you know, Art the Clown is a sinister character that apparently is supernatural, of course, so he fits all the bills of the old school style killers like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, the like. But he is brutal, and even my cousin dressed as Art the Clown, which I was surprised to be. But anyway, I've got a few little thises and that's of Terrifier as a franchise, but I pre-ordered and got a couple months ago this NECA Art the Clown figurine. And let's open it up and see what we got. Right off the bat, you've got the classic NECA box. He's got faces on the front. You can open it up. You know, great for displaying in the box. That's one thing I like about. See, this is not going to stand up, but there. It's one thing about NECA, or NECA, however you say it. They have the boxes where you can present them. You know, either hang them up or leave them open like this, or take it out. So, you know, you can display it however you wish. But so this was around $50, and pre-ordered it the week that they announced it. And so let's open it up and see what we got. So, great cover. Damien Leon's Terrifier Ultimate Art the Clown action figure. Turn it on its back. You see the various poses of Art the Clown, representing some of the key scenes in some of the films. There he is in all of his unholy glory. And we have several props in this one. Sorry for the reflection. We have several props in this one. Weapons that he has, from knives, blades, to the chain whip. Let's see, a gun. Let's see, ice pick, the dolls, different faces, hands. So yeah, it's quite the posable figure here. So let's open him up. I had to go and get my Harbor Freight $1 razor. You can pick these up at Harbor Freight. I'm not a sponsor for Harbor Freight, but I got this at Harbor Freight. And for little box opening things like this, I mean, this is a box cutter, it does great. Now, one thing about it, a little quick review, is, you know, you're paying $1 for this thing. It's real flimsy. It's real cheap. Trying to get the blade out is not as smooth as you would like it to be. But other than that, for $1, you got different colors, red, blue, lime green. I love lime green. Had to pick it up. It's $1. Go get it. Anyway, great for opening up these action figure boxes, or any box, really. And, okay then. All right. Taking it out of the box. Oh no. Wow, just ripped it. Way to go. What the heck? Oh, that was, like, anyway. So there he is, Art the Clown. You got a a background. That's cool. All right, yeah, all right, got a little background with it, nice. Okay, got the top layer off. A sturdy action figure. You can feel, like right here is not solid. So it's like he does have the clothes on, like you can press down on here on his chest area and it presses in. So I like that little detail. The reason why is it's not just one big solid piece. It's like he actually has some sort of fabric over him. The joints are pretty stiff, so that's good for posing and locking everything in. It's got the holes for display stand pegs. You know, good detailed face there. Slimy, gritty, grimy teeth. Good facial sculpt there. His little hat. This piece right here is actually separate. So his head just pops off. And I'm not going to go through all these and put them on. Let's do this one. So let's see here. So this disconnects from that. So this pops out of there. And just insert that in. Nice. And it's in there. Like, it's not wiggling, wobbling, whatever. Good tight fit. Put this thing back on him. I mean, everything pops in. It's not like you have to force it in or anything. So, I like that. Let's see, what weapon are we going to use? We're going to use the hacksaw. We all remember that scene when he cuts that woman in half. Let's see here. What hand would this be? So I guess you just pop. Okay. The hands just pop out again. So that's not the right. Trying to figure out which and the hand takes a little more effort, it seems. Let's see here. All right, cool. So let's pose him and see what he looks like. Not the best pose in the world, but gets the point across. So yeah, I really am happy with this one. And fun fact, this is the first NECA figure that I've ever taken out of the box. So this makes me want to collect more of them, to be honest. I've got Kong and Chucky, so this is my third one, I believe. So yeah, I'm very happy with this Art the Clown figurine. The details, the accessories, the ease of replacing set accessories and posable features and everything. Definitely recommend this one. If you can pick it up, do. I could see this one selling out just with the popularity of Art the Clown as a character. So yeah, very happy with this little purchase. So yeah, some fun things. Apologize for the late upload. Like I said, I was planning on uploading this video like 2 weeks ago, and time has flown by. But other than that, like my little dollar bucket and the NECA Art the Clown figurine. And so until the next episode, I'm that Spooky Ben, and thanks for watching, and go to Harbor Freight and buy a box cutter.